A meeting took place this morning between the ETI depositors and the board of directors at the ETI head office premises.
The objective of the meeting was to discuss the financial crisis faced by ETI with its depositors.
The person called Sivajyoti is not commenting on the amount of money and who the investor is. Therefore, the central bank has not given him any authority. He has been given time until the 30th of September. Please listen to what I have to say and thereafter we can reach a decision. We all need our money back. I am speaking for all the investors.
Thereafter, a heated situation arose at the premises.
We are expected to accept whatever the amount they give us and go home. It appears that we must agree to whatever proposal they've put forward.
They were aware of the details and allowed this situation to arise. The government and the central bank governor must be held accountable.
I
have no money and I have no way to survive.
A number of investors came forward to repay the depositors, and among them was Sudhir Jairam, who came forward as an investment partner. Sudhir Jairam was detained by customs at the Bandaranaike International Airport while attempting to smuggle foreign currency out of Sri Lanka. According to the newspapers that exposed the incident, Lanka Mobile UK was preparing to purchase EAP, and Sudhir Jairam had arrived in the country to operate as the middleman in the deal. Sudhir Jairam and his son were let go by customs on the promise that they would return to the country in November last year to facilitate the investigations that are taking place over the matter. However, Sudhir Jairam had never appeared for the investigations. Yesterday, 3 people were arrested at the BIA for attempting to smuggle foreign currency worth 48 million rupees. They were produced before the Nigamba Magistrates Court and remanded. In such a backdrop, who is making attempts to protect Sudhir Jairam? Though it was said that an investment of $75 million will be brought in as investments to ETI, until now, only $32 million have reached the country.
Mano Tithawalla, who once served in the Director Board of Edurisinger Trust Investments, which is part of the cash-strapped EAP group, is currently holding top positions in a number of state institutions. Now, senior banker Rusiripala Thenakun said Tithawalla's involvement in the ETI deal is a surprise, adding that no matter which government comes into power, such people are involved in key positions.
Certain things done by Mr. Mano Tithawalla during his tenure of office as the chairman of the People's Bank have to be reviewed in a very critical manner, because he resorted to employ nearly 13 outside employees, calling themselves, by categorizing them as consultants and specialists of some sort, to be brought into the bank to improve the efficiency of the bank. And the strange thing is, those contract employees were recruited through a employment manpower supplying agency called the Management Services Limited. And it was alleged during that time that there was some kind of a relationship which could have been graded or categorized as a area of conflict of interest, where Mr. Mano Tithawalla has had some relationship to that company. They were entitled to huge salaries. Some of them are still continuing in the bank in the contract capacities, and one of them has risen to the position of the chief executive officer status of the bank while being a contract employee and receiving huge salaries and perks which are paid through this private company called MSL. Taking all these things into account, it is very pertinent and relevant in the context of several finance companies like the ETI crashing to look into the affairs of the state sector banks to see how they are performing and what their present status are, having gone through such periods with such questionable deals behind them.